Welcome to Nuffa Gaming. I'm, as you can see, Nuffa. I just want to get a few things sorted. Tonight I'm talking about mental illness, and most people, 75% of the world deal with mental illness, and well, 70%, possibly more. I haven't read the statistics in a while, but I just need to get something off my chest tonight. As half of you may know, I deal with serious mental illness problems. Major fucking mental illness problems, and most people don't feel comfortable talking about them, but I will, because I study mental illness so I can get a full paying job in the future, and not a lot of people are willing to actually talk about any of this. Most people are willing just to hide what they feel and not say anything, but I have to. And I deal with severe mental illness on a daily basis. I have severe anxiety and depression, and a lot of people deal with these illnesses as well, but they don't define who you are in life. Like, you could go day to day without actually saying how you feel and how other things affect you mentally or physically. And this is really difficult for me to say, being someone who actually deals with something like this on a daily basis. Like, day in, day out, I live with having that voice in the back of my head saying that I'm not perfect, which I'm not. No one's perfect in life. Like, how can someone be perfect? Like, no matter how hard you try, most people are just gonna throw you to the wolves, if you understand what I mean. And most people don't know what someone's going through mentally or physically unless you actually see them on a daily basis. But for those who don't see or don't talk to a lot, they're the ones you need to watch out for, because there may be a chance that something's going to happen, and that's one day that might actually come true. If they say that they want to kill themselves, you've got to talk to your friends who have these illnesses. Like, you can't hold back from wanting to help your friends who do have some sort of mental illness or anxiety, schizophrenia, bipolar. Fuck off. You do everything in your power to help them, and not a lot of people know that or see that. And if I start yawning, I'm sorry, but I'm really tired tonight. And no matter how hard you try, in the end, one day it may end up being one of the worst fucking decisions you could come up with. But at the same time, you need to remember is that you may have saved a life. Like, the lives we have every day. We get up, go to work, come home, Most people play video games. Most people draw or edit videos. From experience, sometimes you have to read between the lines of what someone is feeling. Shit. And no one really knows what goes on with mental illness. No one really knows what happens in someone's head every day. The only way that we actually know what's going on is if we talk to someone or we do a study about it, but there's still a chance that we may not actually fully understand the repercussions of what goes on with mental health, and especially with someone, well, I say this all the time, someone as fucked up as me. And believe me, I'm fucked up. I spend 3/4 of my day sitting in front of my TV. Yeah, I may go to the gym, I may work out, but at the same time sometimes that doesn't help me as much as it should, and as much as I should help myself. And believe me, I've tried to do everything that I possibly can to make myself feel better or to help others, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All I have to do is just play it by ear. Like, that's the best way I can explain it, is play it by ear, so then I can actually sit down and know what to do to help someone, because not everyone wants help. Like, you may see in some of my streams, Night Gaming. Don't get me wrong, he's one of my best friends, and I know what he goes through, because him and I have gone through the same thing together. And believe me, we'll sit down and actually have a conversation with each other, and we'll actually talk. And we both know what each other is, like, what both of us are going through, so you virtually just have to talk to your friends, and if they turn around and go, we aren't, like, I'm not okay, it's when you sit down and talk to them, make sure that they're alright, make sure they know that you are willing to help them, because not a lot of people will actually do that. Not a lot of people will sit down and go, yeah, I'm not okay, I need help, or will you talk to me? It's not like a guessing game. This is something that can actually help someone in the end. I've seen people die because of it. I've lost friends because of it. I've lost friends due to them killing themselves or giving up because they don't know what to do and no one would talk to them. I've seen people die before my eyes. One of the men that I look up to, that I've always looked up to since I was a little girl, had it, and now he's in hospital. And how do you think that like, and you need to ask yourself sometimes is, how does that affect me? How does that affect someone who will wake up every day and go, I can make the best of today, but in reality, will it actually happen? And that's when people need to sit down and like think, is what we do okay? Will I help someone today? Will I save a life? Will I make someone happy? And that's all we have to actually realize in the end is, will we actually be able to do that? Excuse me. And most people won't actually say that they need help, and no one will actually know what someone is going through until it's too late. And when it's too late, that means there is no way to actually help them, because too late may mean forever. And life goes on, but there is a chance that it may not end. And most people need to remember that, is no matter how hard you fucking try, and you try and you try and you try, and in the end you may seem to fail, you can't give up. And if this is hitting you in some way and I make you upset, I apologize, but sometimes this needs to be said to help someone. Because sometimes the ones you love won't always be there. But no matter how much love you give them, there may be a chance that they come back. And believe me, you don't want to lose the one you love because you're too scared to ask them if they're okay or if they need help. And no one wants to lose the ones they love. Fuck no. It hurts. Like, it physically, like, mentally kills you when you lose the one you love. And there's no way in high hell that most people can fully help someone unless they really want it. That's why people need to ask themselves, is what I'm doing right? Is what I'm doing going to benefit this person in the long run? And if people say no when it comes to it, then what's the point of you even fucking standing there, willing to offer your help? If they say no, let them say no. If they say yes, fucking help them. If they don't know how they feel and they physically, and they actually say that to you, that means they don't know how they feel, they don't know what to do. And most people will give up on someone like that. Like, you can't give up on someone if they say that they don't know what to do. Right? You can't give up on the ones that you love, because one day it's going to fucking hurt when they leave. And I know this probably isn't the best game for me to play while I'm talking about this, but can't really be fucked playing anything else. But take it from someone who has spent every single day of their life trying to make sure that people are happy, and in the end they get burnt. Believe me, it fucking hurts when they leave your life. believe me, I've nearly put myself in hospital because of it. And surprise, surprise, I'm still standing. Because there are people out there that are willing to help, and I had found those people who were willing to help me. Excuse me. And look at me now. There are days where I say I don't have enough energy to get out of bed. Well, literally, I don't always have the energy to get out of bed, but I still make that effort to get up, put shorts on, and go and have a coffee, or go and do something else. I always try and do that, no matter how fucking hard it is for me to physically get up off my bed. And even mentally, just getting up off my bed really fucking hurts me. And yeah, I may be going around in circles with this, but in reality, and what I'm saying is actually true. There are different stages of depression, and sometimes I may not be the best person to actually talk about it, but I have been there. Yeah, what a surprise, Nuffa Gaming has depression. Yeah, whoop-de fucking do. How do I get there? But look, the ones you love, you have to save. Because one day, they may be gone. No one wants to lose someone they love. Because believe me, it is so fucking hard. I lost someone a few years ago, and I've never gotten over it. Every year on his birthday, I cry. Well, every year on the eve of his death, I cry. And no one can tell me not to. Because they all knew what he meant to me and how much he helped me. And it's really fucking difficult to lose someone that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with. Fucking believe me. But what can you do except for help that person and help them understand what's going on and what people actually feel? Because sometimes when people say, oh, I'm okay, they really don't mean it. Oh shit. He's by me. I know I'm probably spewing the same shit over and over, but my words have a point. I've been hurt, I've been loved, I've been lost. And in the end, I couldn't do anything to stop any of that. As much as I loved, as much as I fucking gave, I ended up I ended up putting a blade to my wrist. And this isn't me lying. I never lie. I've never spoken a lie in my whole life. Well, a couple here and there, but had to. But I've cut. I've bled in the name of helping people, or go kill him. And it's always this, in the end, I'm the one that gets hurt. Because I'm the one that trusts. I'm the one that loves. And not a lot of people can say they do what I do, but there are people who do what I do. And yeah, I just said do. Who cares? Look, a lot of people who even say that Knight is a bad guy. Knight isn't. He's a little bit he's just misunderstood. He doesn't have a lot of friends. He takes his anger out on others, and really no one can blame him. If you know what's going on with him, then maybe you might think that he's an absolute jackass, which he can be, but he's still a good kid. Now, I'm gonna knock talking about this off, because not in the mood. Look, the only reason I brought this up tonight is I've seen some of my followers on Twitter talk about depression and talk about people not helping them, but there are those out there that are willing to help you if you ask. Most times if you don't ask, you're not going to get the help. And I say this to all my Twitter followers. If you aren't okay, my DMs are always open. And really, I shouldn't fucking say that, but I do. Because I know there are people out there that do need help and that don't like asking for help. And believe me, I was one of those people at one point. I never wanted help. And then my friends were willing to give me help. And now look at me. I'm still an idiot. But I'm an idiot who actually has people who are willing to stand up and fight with me. Versus who would stand and just talk behind my back. Hello, Pussbag. Look, if you need help, I'm always there. I'm always willing to do a Q&A on what I do to help myself mentally and what I do to help myself physically. And to be honest, physically you don't want to see my skin. I'm covered in scars. It was from back when I first got diagnosed with depression, and by then it had gotten to the point of where I didn't get out of bed for days at a time. I forever sat in my room or sat playing games or sat in the corner and cried all day. And now, it'll be nearly 10 years now, because I first got diagnosed with depression at 14. Maybe earlier, I can't remember. And I've taken medications for my depression. I've been on 2 different ones, and the first one I had never helped me. Second one, it does alright. It helps me to a point, to what I really need it for, and that's mainly to get out of bed and put pants on. Or, at the moment, to get out of bed and go to the gym, because I can be lazy. And I'm not saying that pills are the answer. That's always an option. Having to dope yourself up on pills is never an answer. I found out the hard way about that. It's never been an answer. I take pills because they help me sleep, which I really shouldn't be taking, but I do anyway. Why? Because I fucking need them. When I'm not on them, I can't eat, I can't sleep, and I can't even function. They help me. I'm fucked, to be honest. I don't have my meds for a couple of days. I go nuts. It gets to the point of where I don't eat or I don't sleep for days at a time, then that kills me physically. Mentally, I'm done. Like, I'm fucked mentally without my pills. Like, I can't function as a normal person of society. I have to have them. And they're not an addiction. Like, I can stop them at any time and try something else, but could do that, but at the same time I don't want to, because it might get to the point of where I get put into a specialized hospital to help me. And I don't really want that to be on a resume. Oh yeah, no, I got put into a mental hospital. No one wants to see that. But look, I'm saying this from my experiences, and no one doesn't have to listen fully to my experiences, but one day they may help you, they may not. Don't always have to listen to what other people tell you. If someone tells you you're worthless or you're fucked up, you don't listen to them, because you know the actual truth of what's in your heart, what you actually believe. It's all up to you what you do, not up to anyone else. Fuck what anyone else thinks. If you want to go skydiving, go fucking skydiving. If you want to go and climb the cliffs of fucking Cambodia, go and do it. It's all up to what you want to do, no one else. I thought I killed him. Yeah, that's something you don't always want to hear. Oh yeah, no, I thought I killed him. always believe what people say, because one day someone may say something and it'll hurt you to the point of where you will actually kill yourself and leave those who you love behind. Broken heart with you. All I can really say this, if you're watching the stream back, say tomorrow, or you randomly find this stream, never give up on yourself, because that's the worst thing that you can do, is virtually give up on yourself, because either other people tell you to, or because you say I'm fucked, you're not. You can do anything your heart desires. All you have to do is believe in yourself and no one else. Well, you can believe in those who you love, or who love you. And if you say to me, no one loves me, Nuffa, I believe that that's a crock of shit. Everyone has someone who loves them. Me, I have my friends. Most of them are pains in the asses, but I still fucking love them. Assholes. Most of my friends are actually really good people. When they want to be. My friends are my biggest supporters. And no one can take that away from me. What opened? Ooh. I just came from here, I already know this. And I don't want you guys to go to me in the comments, Nuffa, you've said all this before. You're repeating yourself. I know I'm repeating myself, but sometimes you need to repeat yourself to actually understand. Because believe me, I'm 23 and it's still taking me years to actually understand all of this. I'm letting go, 'cause I can't take this anymore, since you broke my heart in two. And now I know that you don't love me anymore, so take my broken heart with you. So I can't take this anymore, since you broke my heart in two. Broken heart with you. And right now, by the way, I do know that no one's watching, but this gets uploaded to YouTube anyway, so look, you can take my advice, you don't have to, but my subscribers, you guys are pretty cool. You guys know when I'm really upset and not myself, and you guys are willing to help. You guys are willing to actually sit down and watch my streams back, and I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart to actually, like, for you guys to actually watch this. Like, you guys support me. Like, I appreciate you guys supporting me, eh? Because not a lot of people will. You guys are pretty cool to me. Like, you guys support me and are actually willing to put in that effort to give me all the support that you guys physically can. I appreciate it. For people who watch streams back, you all look kind of creepy, but you guys are kind of cool. But I'm joking. I'm not that much of a bitch usually. If you guys watch my stream back, thank you. Because take it from someone who's loved and lost multiple times. I don't want that to happen to any of you guys. Because you guys are pretty cool, you guys support me. Like, not a lot of people are actually willing to do that, but subs, you guys are pretty fucking deadly. I thank you all for all the support you're willing to give some fucking idiot over the internet. Like, I'm some idiot, but some idiot who pours their hearts out, like their heart out into video games and doing what they love, because this is what makes me happy, is doing what I love. I play video games. I'm willing to, fuck's sake, I'm willing to do something that makes you guys happy, because you guys are pretty fucking cool. And you guys support me as a content creator, even though sometimes my creations aren't very good. They still get views, and it's what I want. Is I want to make people happy. And yeah, I play Doom a lot, so what? Doom's the most violent video game in the world, and it's the only way I can get well, not really get around the YouTube algorithms, but it's what I choose to play because it's my favorite game. It doesn't have to be everyone's favorite game, but it's mine because I grew up with Doom, and playing Doom on a daily basis virtually helps me.